Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
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 Siyavar Ramachandra ki
Jai.
Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki
Jai.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Janaki Vallabho Vijayate Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Namah Shri Tulsidas Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamritena Me Neelambujasyamalako Sita Samaropitavama Bhagam Panau Mahasayakacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvam Shanatham Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami. In the last session we saw the success story of Hanumanji. How remaining focused, using his bala, buddhi, dhairya and shraddha, he reached Lanka like an arrow shot by Sri Ramachandra. We saw so many obstacles came in his path, but he did not stop. Wherever according to obstacle, whatever was necessary, he did that and he reached. Then we saw that as he entered Mainaka, Surasa, and Simhika, Lankini, all of them, kept aside and he came to Lanka. And at night, taking a small form, he entered and started going into every single house, checking if Sita Ji is there. And he was very sad that he could not find Sita Ji anywhere. Now, Tulsi Ramayana doesn't explain this much, but if you see Valmiki Ramayana, it is said that Hanumanji even went into Ravana's palace to check, because you never know where he has kept. And Mandodari was sleeping. And looking at her, Hanumanji thought that this must be Sita Ji. Then he started thinking, but what Sita Ji will do in Ravana's palace? So he said, no, not possible. Saying this, he came out. Which means what? That Mandodari's that brilliance and that tejas was such that Hanumanji for a moment thought that this is Sita Ji. Mind you, he has never seen Sita Ji, okay? He has never seen Sita Ji, so he doesn't know how she looks like. So he has to take a guess and wait and see whether this is Sita Ji or not. And like this, when he was going in different places, suddenly he saw one very peculiar house. Why peculiar? Because it is said that in that palace, that mandir, Tulsidas Ji is calling every house as mandir, no? So he says, in that mandira, there was a separate place for Bhagavan. In none of the Rakshasas' houses, there was an altar or, nothing like that. Separate place was not there. Many of our houses also, we keep Bhagavan anywhere, wherever we want, isn't it? Sometimes on top of that dabba, isn't it? That is how we used to keep Bhagavan. Sometimes under the stairs, because that's the only place available. But he said that this was a palace where there was a separate, dedicated place for Bhagavan. Now, Hanumanji was very surprised. As he went closer, he saw that all Bhagavan's chinna, all his marks are there on the door and on the walls of that house. So, Vajra is also there, and Khadga is there, Dhanushya Bana is there. And he saw that there is Tulsi plant. He said, how come all these things? Is this also some kind of Maya? No, see, Hanumanji is actually thinking, how can all these things be there in Ravana's Lanka? But if you read Valmiki Ramayana's explanation, Ravana's Lanka had everyone. There were Veda Panditas, etc., who used to do every day morning entire Veda Path. Ravana had got everybody. But Hanumanji didn't know all these things. He was surprised. See, whenever we go with certain prejudice, certain preconceived notion that this must be how that place will be. So Ravana's Lanka, when Hanumanji also thought that all the bad things that he has heard about Ravana, he thought that there will be no good person in that. So he was little surprised that, what kind of house is this? And it is said the moment a bhakta gets a doubt, the doubt gets resolved also. So as he was going closer, he suddenly saw the owner of the house waking up early morning. He has entered at 3:30, 4 o'clock, okay? And as he entered and he saw that the owner is waking up, saying Ram, Ram, and Hanumanji said, he's taking Bhagavan's name right in the morning. Means he must have slept also while taking Bhagavan's name. That means this must be Bhagavan's devotee. And that was none other than Vibhishana. Vibhishana is Ravana's youngest brother. Bhibhishana, verb is okay. See, in Sanskrit there is a rule called Vabayor Abhedaha. Va and ba, when it comes at the beginning of a name, there is Abheda. It can be interchangeable use. Therefore, Vali, Bali, Vibhishana, they both mean same. So, the moment this person woke up, Hanumanji thought that let me go and talk to him. He looks like a sadhu, looks like a noble devotee. Let me go and ask. Now, you see, this is also an indication or what you can say, suggestion for all of us, that when we get up, we should take Bhagavan's name. Yeah. Samartha Ramdas Swami says, Prabhate mani Ramachintita java, Pudhe vaikhari Rama adhi vadava, Sadachara hathor sandu nayeto, Jani tochito manavi dhanya hoto. He says, early in the morning, first thing that you should do is you should take Bhagavan's name, not WhatsApp's name. The moment you get up, who has messaged, you are Prime Minister of India or you President of United States, that there are some people waiting for your approval. What is there so early to look in the mobile? But as though the entire world is stopped. Why? Because you have not checked the phone. Like that, the moment we get up, we want to see. Prabhate mani Rama, we should remember Bhagavan early in the morning. If we want to do that, we must sleep chanting his name. And it is said in the Shastra, if you sleep while chanting the name of the Lord, whatever is your last thought before sleeping will be your first thought when you wake up. Which means what? Even in the sleep when you are not aware, that mantra japa continues. It is called ajapa japa. That japa continues even when you are not chanting it. Right? So this will happen when we sleep while chanting Bhagavan's name and wake up and chant his name alone. Okay? So Hanumanji went and said that now I should make friendship with him. And he went in the form of a Brahmana early in the morning. He said, Ram Ram. Vibhishan ji said, Hanumanji is surprised because he found this kind of house in Lanka. Vibhishanji was even more surprised because he knew Lanka. He said, early in the morning, who has come? That also chanting Bhagavan's name. When he saw, he said, who are you? Are you some devotee of Bhagavan? That I am getting so much of love for you. You must be devotee. Or are you Sri Rama himself? That looking at such a poor devotee, who is born in such a low caste Rakshasa family, you had that compassion and that's why you have come to me? Are you Sri Rama? That's what he asked. You have come to bless me? Hanumanji said, O Mahatman, O great person, I am Ramaduta Hanuman. I am messenger of Sri Rama. See, this is the best thing. He is not telling his name first. He is telling what he should be known for. What is that? I am Ramaduta. I am messenger of Sri Rama. The greatest thing that Sevaka or Bhakta can do is to be known by Bhagavan's name. And that's why Tulsidasa, Ramadasa, these are you must have seen, no? Naraharidasa. These are all people who want to be known as servants of Bhagavan, servants of their Guru. It's not putting themselves down or anything. That's the humility that they want to show. That the only, only thing that we should be known by is that we are servants of Bhagavan. Therefore, he says, I am Ramaduta Hanuman. I have come here in search of Sita Ji. The moment he said this, that you are Ramaduta, Vibhishan Ji started to cry and he is like, oh, I have met you. In Narad Bhakti Sutra also we have seen when two bhaktas they meet, what happens? Kanta varodha romancha ashrubhi parasparam lapamanaha pavayanti kulani prithivimcha. Narad Bhakti Sutra. Isn't it? They can't speak to each other. Now these two also have met, but they don't know what to talk to each other. So they just, what should we say now? What can I say? Ramaduta means he is sent by Sri Rama, which means he has met Sri Rama. Now I want to meet Sri Rama. There's so much of emotions and so many thoughts are coming to Vibhishana's mind, and therefore he is not even able to ask. Hanumanji understands and he asks. He says, how are you staying in this Lanka? Please tell me that. I saw all the houses, what kind of terrible people are staying here. How are you staying in Lanka? Vibhishana says, I am like that tongue who is caught between 32 teeth. Says, any time I get, bitten by all these teeth and what to do? But that is my situation. Now, Vibhishana says, please tell me one thing. You are Ramaduta. Will Sri Rama bless me? Am I even eligible for his blessings? I am born in such Rakshasa Tamasa Deha. And on top of that, I don't have devotion like many other people have got. Do you think that Sri Rama will bless me? Then, Vibhishanji stopped and he himself said, but why am I doubting? The very fact that he has sent you here is the proof that he is blessing me. He says, Hanumanji, you coming here is greatest blessing for me. Now that I have met you, I am sure I will meet Sri Rama also. See, Hanumanji says, you are absolutely right. Bhagavan's love is equal towards everyone. He doesn't see whether you are from a low caste family or you have devotion or not. No. Guruji says one very beautiful thing. He says God doesn't see your eligibility. He sees your availability. If you are available for God, He will bless you. If you are busy in the worldly things, He will say Ram Ram and go away. But if you are available, He won't see eligibility. He won't see your past. What kind of sins you have done, what kind of wrong things you have done, what kind of things you are doing even now, bhakti, nothing he will see. Hanumanji says, you want proof? Proof is standing in front of me. I am a monkey. Still, he has showered his grace on me. You imagine? So, please don't worry. You have so much of love for Bhagavan. Bhagavan has already blessed you. So, please don't worry about it. And like this, they kept on, discussing things about Sri Rama, etc. Then Vibhishan Ji only remembered. When Hanumanji introduced, he said, I am Ramaduta Hanuman, and I have come here in search of Sita Ji. Now I must give information. So Vibhishan Ji said, Sita Ji is brought here and she is here. And Tulsidas Ji says that Vibhishan Ji told Hanumanji how to go there. Okay, the way to go there, Upaya Yukti was told. But what was that Yukti? That he did not tell. Secret should be kept secret only. How does it matter for us anyways? Hanumanji came to know, he went. That is more important. And saying this, Hanumanji said, now please let me go forward. I have to finish my work and keep remembering Bhagavan. Saying this, Hanumanji immediately went into Ashoka Vatika. Almost sunrise time. And he saw that there is a lady sitting under a tree in a very, very, Deena Avastha. Very bad. No smile, no tejas, nothing is there on her face. Her hair are also not kept properly and so much. Looking at that only, he felt so sad. But he wanted to check whether this is Sita Ji or not. So he didn't directly go there and said that, hello, excuse me, are you Sita Ji? No. He went behind tree. And it is said behind some leaves, he was still in that small form, okay? Small monkey, baby monkey. And he went there and he hid behind some leaves. He wanted to check, but before he could do something or, find out, suddenly he saw that there are many people walking towards this place. Who are those many people? Lanka Naresh, king of Lanka. Ravan only is coming there, along with all his servants, all his wives, Mandodari, and all these people, he is coming to meet Sita Ji. In Valmiki Ramayana, it is said that this was Ravana's everyday job. Early morning, he will get up and first try to convince Sita Ji, get married to me, get married to me, get married to me. And Sita Ji will not even reply. Generally, it is said not to reply, keeping mum. Not speaking is Sammati Lakshanam. It is said, Maunam Sammati Lakshanam. He says, not in this case. In this case, she doesn't even want to engage into any kind of conversation with Ravana. And therefore, he used to try and convince her every single day. So morning, sunrise time, he is coming with all these people to convince Sita Ji. And he comes there and uses all the techniques. We have earlier also seen, Samadana, Danda, Beda, all kinds of techniques he uses. Starts to praise, oh, you are the most beautiful one and the best one, and what is it that you cannot get? If you agree to become my wife, all these ladies, including Mandodari, will become your servants, and you will get this entire kingdom. At least look at me. Ravana is saying, at least look at me, which means what? Sita Ji has not even looked at him. And he is telling this and that, I will give you this, I will give you that. Now, what Sita Ji does, amazing. She is sitting there, in that garden under a tree. She picks up a blade of grass. And keeping that blade of grass in front, she starts talking to that blade of grass as though that is Ravana. And she says, have you ever heard that lotus blooms because of the light of the firefly? No. Firefly only gives light to itself. It is the sun which gives light to all. For that sun, the lotus blooms. You are a firefly. Sri Rama is the sun. The lotus will only bloom for sun. See? And she says, don't you know how much is the strength of Sri Rama? Actually, you knew the strength of Sri Rama and how he has killed Kharadushana and Trishiras. That's why you kidnapped me when he was not there. You are a cheat. Don't you have any shame left that every day you come here and you start asking? Go. If you just think about it, okay? Everybody is afraid of Ravana. But Sita ji has no fear. Because of two reasons, I'll tell you. One thing is because she has love for Sri Rama. That is one reason, yes. But second thing, which is very important that has happened and that happens with many people is, the fear of death is over. She is ready to meet death. And therefore, what kind of fear can Ravana put in her? If you see here, she says that I am ready to die. I don't mind. And that is why she becomes so fearless and replies to Ravana like this. Now this blade of grass is to say that you are nothing. What the power of blade of grass is there? So she is telling that you are nothing, Ravana, in front of Sri Rama. Therefore don't talk too much. Now when, imagine, okay, Ravana is along with all his sevaks, servants and his wives, etc. Mandodari. Somebody insults. How? Ravana took out his sword and said that, don't insult me. I will cut your head with this sword. Tulsidas Ji says this. Okay. Valmiki Ramayana says much more things. But here he says, I will cut your head. And therefore, better you agree with me or you will have to die. Sita Ji replies, either that most beautiful garland of Bhagavan Sri Rama's hands will fall on this neck or your sword will fall on this neck. Those are the only two options. See what a beautiful thing. What is she saying? Either Bhagavan will come and meet me or I will die. Then she starts to talk to the sword. She says, oh sword, come and kill me. Come and fall on my neck. I don't mind. You may be very sharp, etc. But for me, you are like a cool breeze. Why? Because I am burning in this viraha agni. I am this fire of separation. I am burning. You please end this misery of mine. Kill me. I don't want to live. When, see what happens is, Ravana understood that Sita Ji has no fear. He became more angry and he started charging on her with the thought of killing her. That is where Mandodari came and stopped and said, don't do anything. Okay, it's not right to kill a woman. And like that, she took him away. In Valmiki Ramayana, it is said that Mandodari, whenever she used to go with Ravana, she will stand on the other side when Ravana is talking to Sita Ji. And from there, they will indicate to Sita Ji, don't get angry, he is a mad fellow only. And she will do like that, don't worry, he can't do anything, that's why he is talking. And she will do all these kind of, to just gestures, to cool off Sita Ji. So she had lot of love for Sita Ji. She wanted to protect. And we see that Mandodari has even, devotion towards Bhagavan also is there. Just like that, she has not become Pativrata. But what? Pati is there, Pati is Parmeshwar only, that's why she is protecting Ravana also. But she is trying to protect all. And therefore, she comes and says, Ravana, don't do anything now, go. Now, Ravana is still angry. So he looks at all the sevaks, all the servants and all the wives, etc. and says, you please tell this lady, put some sense into her. Only 1 month is remaining, the time that I had given her. If in 1 month she does not, agree to what I am saying, she does not agree to get married to me, I will kill her. Saying this, talk, he starts to go away. Now if we see carefully, actually he has tried all the 4 methods. He first tried to talk nicely and praise, etc. Sama also. Then tried to give dana also, saying that if you become my wife, all these people will become your servants and the entire kingdom will be yours. And everything, whatever you want, you will get. Then danda also, he tried to threaten also. And now, Bheda also, he is trying to create all the kind of fear. Earlier also we seen Bheda can be taken as Bhaya also. All kind of fear now, through the Rakshasis, he is trying to create in Sita Ji's mind. And all these terrible Rakshasis, they start to come and threaten. Actually, in Valmiki Ramayana, it is said that he even threatens the Rakshasis, saying that if you don't get her to, convince her, you are not able to do that, I will kill you also. So Rakshasis feel, what we have done. So some of them are, servants, some of them are protectors of that, and some of them are guards, and some of them are wives of Ravana. All of them, they start to come there and threaten Sita ji. Now when all these terrible looking and very deadly women are, around Sita ji and trying to threaten her, suddenly one Rakshasi comes. Trijata naam Rakshasi eka, Ramacharitamanas nipuna viveka, sabano boli sunaesi sapna, Sita hi se karahu hitapana. One Rakshasi named Trijata came there. In one Ramayana, it is said that this Trijata is Vibhishana's daughter. Okay, Tulsidas Ji or Valmiki doesn't say anything like that, but it is considered also. So this Trijata Rakshasi came, and she started talking to all these other Rakshasis who are threatening Sita ji and said, hey, don't threaten her, actually you should be serving her. Why? Because I saw a very terrible dream. It's called Trijata Swapna. Okay, even today if somebody gets terrible dreams, they call it Trijata Swapna. What dream did you see? I saw in my dream that there is one monkey who will be coming here. Monkey is coming here and he is burning the entire Lanka. Hanumanji is listening, okay? He says, oh, that is what I have to do. Okay. Understood. He should know now what is his future plan. So Trijata is saying, and then I also saw what I saw. I saw Ravana without any clothes and head shaven, and hands are cut, and he is sitting on a donkey and going towards southern direction. Now what is all this? See, these are all called as omens. Omens. Well, looking at Swapna, there this entire science is there. In India, everything is a science. So there is a science of dream also. That what things if you see in dream, what do they mean? Ravana without any clothes means he will lose all his power, the wealth, riches that he has. No hands means no power, no strength, all the people, relatives are gone. And bald head means he doesn't have any ego also, that also is now gone. And he is going towards southern direction, means he is going towards death. Yamadisha, no? South is Yamaraja's direction. So he is going to die. Vibhishan is going to become king. Trijata is telling. And Sri Rama will come here and take Sita ji back. Therefore, your benefit is in serving Sita ji. Don't try to create any kind of mistake here. Don't try to talk to her very harshly. Otherwise, you will have to suffer. Listening to this Trijata Swapna, all Rakshasis got scared and they fell at the feet of Sita ji saying that sorry. And interestingly, all of them went away. Just now Trijata said, you serve. Tulsidas Ji says, that is the right kind of seva. Rakshasis stay away from Sita ji is the best seva that they can offer. Therefore, they all go away. Now, Sita ji and Trijata, only two of them are there. It is said, Sita ji starts to call Trijata as mother and says that now you only do something. I can't live like this. Every day Ravana is threatening and all these people are threatening and Sri Ramachandra is not coming. I don't want to live. So, oh mother, please do one thing for me. Prepare one pyre and in that fire I want to just enter. This Viraha Agni is too much. Real fire only can end my misery. I want to enter into that fire. It is said that Trijata actually wanted to console Sita ji, saying that I did not just lie about the Swapna dream, it actually happened. I have actually seen all these things in my dream and therefore please have little more patience. She wanted to tell so many things, but she understood that Sita ji is not in that frame of mind of listening to anything. She is in too much of sorrow. Therefore she says, actually at this time, early in the morning, we will not get any wood etc. for fire. like this she does and she goes away. This is a very important thing to learn. Sometimes we want to tell something to somebody so much that we don't understand what is the state of mind of that person. Whether that person is ready to listen to us or not. Whether that person will understand, will appreciate that or not. Without that, just because I have got something to tell, I will tell. That is not the right thing. She had so many things that she could have told, but she understood that Sita ji is not in the frame of mind. So she just said, now is not the time. Why? Some reason she has to give. So she said, no, I won't get any wood anywhere. So please forgive me. I won't be able to create fire. And she went away. She knows that if she remains there and stands there, Sita ji will keep on talking about all these things. Therefore, Trijata just goes away. Now, Sita ji is so sad. She says that I am not even getting fire to burn myself. What kind of pathetic situation I am in. And she starts to look at everything around and she starts to say, looking at the moon and stars and all these are there, in the early morning sky. She looks at them and says that, you are also having some kind of fire in you, that's why you are having light. Why don't you fall on me and I die? She looks at that Ashoka, that Ashoka Vatika is there, so many Ashoka trees are there. She looks at them and in that Ashoka trees, see, remember this is after monsoon, right? And therefore new leaves have started coming. And she says, you will be ideal to burn me. Why don't you burn me? And like this, she is crying. When Hanumanji is seeing all these things, he feels so bad, but he doesn't know now what to do. So he starts to think, what should I do now? Because if I suddenly go in front of her, she may misunderstand me to be Ravana or some Maya of Ravana or some Rakshasa that has come. So what should I do by which I will gain confidence of Sita ji? So what he does is, from behind, he's hiding behind the leaves. From there he throws this Sri Rama's anguli, the ring, in front of Sita ji. Tulsidas ji says, Sita ji is looking at that Ashoka tree and suddenly one ring which is very, shining falls. She thinks that this is fire, that somebody has finally agreed to my request and therefore fire has come here. Therefore she picks it. So much eager to die. Why? She can't live without Sri Rama. But the moment she picks it up and she sees Sri Rama's name on it, her entire mood changes. She becomes so happy that, after such a long time, she has seen something that belongs to Bhagavan. But then, immediately she becomes worried also. That Bhagavan's ring, not in his hand, but somewhere else, has somebody, defeated Sri Rama. But who can defeat Sri Rama? My husband is so powerful, nobody can defeat. But then how come this ring? Is it Maya ring? This is created by some illusion, Ravana's illusion. What is it? And she becomes so worried and again her overthinking starts. Now before anything more can happen, Hanumanji says, now this is the time. What he does, sitting there only behind the trees, behind the leaves, he starts to sing the glories of Sri Rama. Gita Maruti, Sangita Maruti. You see, one thing was remaining, yesterday. That has come today. He starts to sing glories of Rama and stories of him. It is said that so many times this story is narrated, just to refresh. In the Ramayana itself, so many people are narrating the story. Lakshmanji narrates the story to Sugriva, what all things happened. Before also we see that when Bharata comes, then again that whole story comes out. Nishada also, so many places. But how Hanumanji narrates is a very different way. And it is said he is such a beautiful singer and melodiously he is singing that Sita ji's all sorrow goes away just by listening to it. She has not even seen Hanumanji yet. But listening to the glories of Bhagavan and different stories, she forgets all her sorrows. Okay. Janaki Shokanashanam. Remember, Hanumanji's one name is one who destroyed the sorrow of Janaki, of Sita ji. Isn't it? So therefore, just by that singing, and Sita ji forgets herself and just keeps on listening to it, and then after some time she says, "Arey, this story is such wonderful, beautiful story and such melodiously sung. It's like nectar to my ears. But who is singing? Why don't you come in front?" Hanumanji thinks that now is the time. But he forgets that he is in the tiny form. Like that only he jumps in front of Sita ji. Now Sita ji immediately says, "What is this? Some tiny monkey is coming." So she turns away. Now Hanumanji says, "Arey, I made a mistake. I should have come in some other form. Why did I not think of this before?" And he says, "Now what should I do? What should I do?" So he starts to say, "I am messenger of Sri Rama. I am Ramaduta. I am Hanuman. And I promise in the name of Karunanidhana Bhagavan that I am his servant." Now you see, very interesting. There are so many names of Sri Rama. And Sita ji also calls him by different names. In different Ramayanas, you will see one favorite name will be there. So when everybody is calling Sri Rama by different names, Sita ji will call him by one particular name. Tulsidas Ji says that at this time, the most favorite name of Sita ji is Karunanidhana. Why? Because that is what she is seeking. That compassion of Bhagavan is what she is seeking. He has said in even Balakanda itself, he has said, "Janaka Suta Jaga Janani Janaki, Atisaya Priya Karunanidhanaki." So that same name Karunanidhana was said, and here Hanumanji says that same name. Now Sita ji says that this must be someone connected with Sri Rama. Therefore she looks at him. Now Hanumanji says, "Now I have got the attention. Now what I say should create that confidence in her mind that I am not her enemy, but I am sent by Sri Rama." So he starts to tell, "Please don't doubt how this ring came to me. You are thinking that, if anybody has defeated Sri Rama, but you also know, I also know, nobody can defeat him. Don't you think that it is possible that he himself has given it to me? Now you may wonder that he is Nara, I am Vanara, how Nara and Vanara became friends. I will tell you the story." And he starts to narrate that entire story. And where he starts, he does not start that after, under that Rishamukha Parvata, I saw two Brahmanas. No, he does not start there. He says, "Once me and Sugriva and some Vanaras, we were sitting on top of Rishamukha Parvata and we saw one aeroplane going from there and somebody dropped one cloth. And we received that cloth." This Sita ji knows. Sita ji herself looking at those Vanaras has, thrown that cloth. So he starts to narrate the whole thing, and then Sri Rama and Lakshmana came, and then this happened, and then they met Sugriva, Mitrata happened, friendship happened, then Sri Rama killed Vali also, and now the entire army of monkeys is at the disposal of Sri Rama. They are searching for you everywhere, and I am part of that entire army. I have come here as messenger of Sri Rama. When he tells the entire story, and all the details are correct. He describes also how Sri Rama looks, how Lakshmana looks, and that Shyama Gaura Sundara, all that kind of description also he gives. Then Sita ji understands that this is Bhakta, Rama Bhakta. Kapike bachana saprema suni, upaja mana biswas, jana mana karma bachanayah, kripa sindhu karadas. She understands that this has to be Bhagavan's sevaka. And therefore, she gets that confidence. Now her heart is filled with love for Bhagavan and his bhakta so much that he is amazing. She says, all that romancha and ashru and everything starts to flow. And she says to Hanumanji, she says, "Oh Hanuman, I was drowning in this ocean of viraha, separation. You have come as a boat. You are my savior," she says. Now, you see, if you really think, whether it is in the case of Vibhishana or whether it is in the case of Sita ji, Hanumanji is Guru, is Shiva Amsha, he is Guru Sthani. And we always say satsanga is like that noka, is like the boat. Bhavati bhavarnavatarani noka is that satsanga only, is that guru only. Vibhishan ji also said that you have come to save me. You are proof that Bhagavan's blessing on me is there. That is why he has sent you. Now here Sita ji also says that I was drowning and you saved. Which means what? I was thinking of dying. Now I know I am not supposed to die. Why? Because you have come. So Hanumanji is doing that job of Guru. Why? Once Guru comes in our life, we are sure that God also will be there. He will come. Where he will go? That's why once when, people asked Gurudev, very interesting. They went and asked Gurudev, you describe this liberation and all this higher state, and you must have heard, Gurudev, how he speaks also. Higher state of consciousness, which is beyond everything and all. You speak all these things, but looking at ourselves, do you think we will realize? Do you think we will get liberation? You know what Gurudev said? Gurudev said, if Swami Chinmayananda's devotees don't get liberation, then who will? Look at the confidence he has on us. We don't have on ourselves whether we will get liberated or not. The point is not he is great. The point is once Guru comes to our life, God has to come. So when Vibhishan ji meets Hanumanji, when now Sita ji is meeting Hanumanji, now they are sure, if Hanumanji we have met, Bhagavan we are surely going to meet. And therefore, she says, oh, you have saved me. Now please tell, how is my Sri Rama? How is Lakshmana? Now remember, only discussion that happened between Sita ji and Lakshmana, only two people know. One is Sita ji, another is Lakshmana. Lakshman ji has not told this to anybody. Even to Sri Rama he has not told. But Sita ji knows all kind of nonsense that she has said to Lakshman ji. And therefore she asks, how are both of them? Then she says, what a beautiful thing. He says, generally we say that Bhagavan is so compassionate and such a kind-hearted person. But why has he become so ruthless? Why he has not come to take me? She says, does he remember me? My eyes, are so eager to see him. When will I see him? Please tell. Hanumanji's words are so soothing. He says, oh mother, physically Sri Rama and Lakshmana are fine. But mentally, Bhagavan, I can't even say that he is crying, etc. Hanumanji says, let me tell you one thing. How much ever you love Sri Rama, double than that Sri Rama loves you. And therefore, please don't worry. Along with that ring, he has also given me some message. Please listen. You remember? Bhagavan gave the ring and gave some message, and Tulsidas Ji did not tell what is the message. Now he tells. Let us sing. After Doha number 14. कहेउ राम वियोग तव सीता
कहेउ राम वियोग तव सीता
मोकहु सकल भये विपरीता
मोकहु सकल भये विपरीता
नवतरु किसलय मनहु कृसानु
नवतरु किसलय मनहु कृसानु
काल निशा समनिशि शशि भानु
काल निशा समनिशि शशि भानु
कुबलय विपिन कुंत बन सरिसा
कुबलय विपिन कुंत बन सरिसा
पारिद तपत तेल जनु बरिसा
पारिद तपत तेल जनु बरिसा
जेहित रहे करत तेहि पीरा
जेहित रहे करत तेहि पीरा
उरग श्वास सम त्रिविध समीरा
उरग मृग श्वास सम त्रिविध समीरा।
कहे हुते कछु दुख घटी होई,
कहे हुते कछु दुख घटी होई।
काहि कहूँ यह जानन कोई,
काहि कहूँ यह जानन कोई।
तत्व प्रेम कर मम रुतोरा,
तत्व प्रेम कर मम रुतोरा।
जानत प्रियाए कुमनु मोरा,
जानत प्रियाए कुमनु मोरा।
सो मनु सदा रहत तोहि पाही,
सो मनु सदा रहत तोहि पाही।
जानु प्रीति रसुएते नहीं माही,
जानु प्रीति रसुए नहीं माही।
प्रभु संदेशु सुनत बैदेही,
प्रभु संदेशु सुनत बैदेही।
मगन प्रेम तन सुधि नहीं तेहि,
मगन प्रेम तन सुधि महि तेहि।
कह कपि हृदय धीर धरु माता,
कह कपि हृदय धीर धरु माता।
सुमिरु राम सेवक सुखदाता,
सुमिरु राम सेवक सुखदाता।
उर आनहु रघुपति प्रभुताई,
पुर आनहु रघुपति प्रभुताई।
सुनि मम बचन तजहु कदराई,
सुनि मम बचन तजहु कदराई।
निशिचर निकर पतंग समा,
निशिचर निकर पतंग समा।
रघुपति बाण कृसानु,
रघुपति बाण कृसानु।
जननी हृदय धीर धरु,
जननी हृदय धीर धरु।
जरे निशाचर जानु,
जरे निशाचर जानु। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
This message of Sri Rama is wonderful message. Hanumanji actually, as it is verbatim, he tells, doesn't add anything, any word of his own, and doesn't even say, he is not telling in, what do you call as, direct speech, indirect speech, etc. Direct speech. How Sri Rama also told, hey Sita, like that only he says. Kaheu Rama, Vyoga tava Sita. Sri Rama said that, oh Sita, separation from you has changed everything for me. He says, all the things around me are appearing very differently to me now. Says, there are new leaves coming on the trees, but for me they appear like fire. Night, which is usual after day, night has to come. It is appearing like the darkness of death for me. Moon is generally very cooling, but for me it looks like scorching sun. He says, flowers in the pond are supposed to be very soft, but they for me are sharp like arrows. Clouds generally that appear in the monsoon, they're supposed to shower rain. For me, they are showering hot oil. He says, all the things that are usually beneficial for me have become so painful, pain-giving. He says, it is said that sorrow when you share it with somebody, it decreases. But with whom should I share that sorrow? Only a person who belongs to you will understand what you feel. He says, only my mind knows what I am feeling, but that mind is not with me, it is with you. To whom shall I say and what should I say? He says, nobody else will understand. Only my mind knows, and because it is with you, I am sure you know what I am feeling. He is actually telling that the message is coming through Hanumanji, but he is not the one who is giving you message. My mind is with you, that is giving you message. Who else? Hanuman is somebody else, no? He cannot tell. He says, this is the secret of love. What more can I say? And listening to this, oh, Sita Ji's so much prema, so much love for Bhagavan comes. See, all the doubts, etc., all of them, they go away. All her pain, all her sorrow goes away, and she feels so much at peace. She is Sita. She is Shanti. We saw that since she sent Bhagavan behind that Kanchana Mriga, she lost that peace. She said now she regained it, listening to Bhagavan. I'll tell you one thing. If you want to love like Sri Rama. We hear so many stories of Laila Majnu and nothing in front of Bhagavan. No, what do you say? I am not condemning them or anything. But you see, this is the love. Bhagavan feels so much but doesn't say to anybody. Only to Hanumanji to give that message. And how pure is that love? What he is feeling, nobody knows. And we have studied all these things, isn't it? When that manobhava was happening, when he was seeing the Prakriti, when he was seeing Nisarga, nature also, what all thoughts were coming in his mind? He was telling that all these birds are looking at me and mocking me. So actually what he felt, he is now telling, but only to Sita Ji, not to anybody else. And listening to this, Sita Ji becomes so, overwhelmed by that love. She doesn't know what to say now. So Hanumanji himself again says that, Mate, my message is over, Sri Ramji's message is over, now let me tell you something. What? Please, you have kept your patience for such a long time, please have little more patience. You remember how strong and how great Bhagavan is. Okay, these Rakshasas are nothing. He said they are like moths and Bhagavan's arrows are like fire. They themselves will come and hit. Moths go towards fire, isn't it? He says Bhagavan doesn't have to throw arrow at them. They will come and die on their own. Don't worry, he will come back. Now, if you are thinking why he has not come to save you for such a long time, he didn't know. If he knew you are here, he would have come by now. So please have little more patience and he will come back. Then whatever Jambavan had told Hanumanji, he starts to tell the whole thing. He says, Sri Rama will come here with the entire army of monkeys and they all will destroy the Rakshasa army. Sri Rama will kill Ravana and will take you back and all the three worlds will start to sing the glories of Sri Rama. Now as he is talking, okay, he is still in a tiny form, okay. Now Sita Ji says, he has already called her, oh mother, oh Janani. See, Janani is the one who gives birth. Mother you call to many other people also, na? Amma, you call to everybody. But Janani means one who has given you birth. Hanumanji has called her by all names. Mother, Ma, all, Janani, everything is over. Now, Sita Ji tells to Hanumana that you are talking such big things, but you are so tiny, oh my dear son. So she calls son also. So now relationship is established. See, earlier also it is said that you may consider Bhagavan or somebody as yours, but they should also consider you. So he keeps on calling mother, Janani and all that, and now she says, oh son, you are telling that army of monkeys, etc. I have one doubt. What? Are all monkeys like you? Hanumanji says, sorry. And in a moment, he takes a huge form of a golden mountain, like that golden mountain. Hema Shailabhadeham. We saw Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham. In this Kanda itself, Tulsidas Ji said, isn't it? So he immediately takes that huge form, and you all have seen Bhagavan, Hanumanji, how he looks. Muscles and all, powerful. The moment Sita Ji sees that, she understands that this is not some common monkey. Then again he becomes small and says, Mother, please don't think that this becoming big and becoming small, these are all my qualities or siddhis, etc. It is all, I am just Shakha Mruga, he says. I am Shakha Mruga. Means what? From one Shakha I go to another Shakha. From one branch to another branch, we just keep jumping. I am just common monkey. It is by God's grace that I have got this power. Looking at that humility of Hanumanji and that love for Bhagavan, Sita Ji wants to give him something. See, this is mother's trait, this is women's trait. A man will never think of it. If anybody does something lot also for them, they will say thank you and go away. Is that motherly instinct? She feels that, something needs to be given. You remember earlier also, when Kevat did all that, Sita Ji told him, give him something. Hanumanji did, Sri Ramchandra did not know what to do that. And now she is searching what to give him. Now nothing is there to give him. So she says, I bless you. O son, you will become treasure house of all bala, all the strength, all the power, and all the qualities, all the character, everything that is required, you will get all of that. May you become immortal. Sita Ji has said, that is how Hanumanji has become immortal, okay? Sita Ji's blessings. So when Sita Ji says you will become immortal, she looks at Hanumanji. Hanumanji's face does not even change. There is no joy on his face. So she says, may you get lot of love from Sri Rama. Then Hanumanji becomes happy and he says, Mati, now you have given me everything. He says, I have become fulfilled now. Why fulfilled? Because I came here for a task. Now that work is over. Now you imagine, Hanumanji got Sri Rama. Hanumanji has now met Sita Ji. Mukti, Bhakti, whatever you want to call Sita Ji, Shanti, whatever you want to call. Now what else to be done? So, Buddhiman Syat, Kritakrityasya Bharata. He became Kritakritya. And he said, now I have become fulfilled. Now I don't want anything. I am done. And Tulsidas Ji says here, listening to that blessing that Bhagavan Sri Rama will have more and more love for you, that Sita Ji gave blessing, he said Hanumanji closed his eyes and he became Prema Magna, and that Nirbhara Bhakti he got. Which Nirbhara Bhakti? The one that Tulsidas Ji asked. Bhaktim Prayachya Raghupungava Nirbharam me. Kamadi dosha rahitam kuru manasam cha. That prayer, that Nirbhara Bhakti, Hanumanji got. Now he started to prostrate again and again at Sita Ji's feet, and he said, no, I don't know what to do. No. Some people, they are very... What do you say? I don't know what to say. They say, she is telling that you will become Balavan and Gunavan and Nitivan. But Hanumanji was always like that. What big blessing she is giving? See, somebody is Balavan doesn't mean that he will always have that Bala. Don't we always say that, no, in my time I used to eat so much, but now I don't have strength. Don't we say all that? Which means that at one point of time I was Balavan and I had all that strength. Now I have lost. Didn't we see that just before coming here, all the monkeys were telling, and what Jambavanji said, in my time I have gone around the earth 7 times, now I can't cross the ocean. Not that kind of bala that will go away. Sita Ji's blessings are that he will always have this bala, guna, shakti, all of that. He is immortal. So as long as he is immortal means he is always going to be there, and always he will have this strength. That is the blessing that she has given to Hanumanji. Hanumanji says, actually, I can take you back, but that's not the order. Okay? So, just wait for a little more time, he will come. In Valmiki Ramayana, it is said, Hanumanji says that I will take you back. Sita Ji says no. Why? Because there are so many people here who are taken, and kidnapped by Ravana. You may save me, but what about all these people? So, Sri Rama must come and must save all these people. And therefore, Sita Ji refuses to go back. That's what Valmiki Ji says. But here Hanumanji says that now everything is done. Now, if you permit, I have one request. What request now? See, I am very hungry. Mohi kaha Bishram, etc. I said when Mainaka came and he was offering me everything and sitting and I am sure Mainaka Parvat he must have got some fruits etc. on that, but I did not take because I had work to do. Now my work is over. Can I just go around and eat something? So in different Ramayanas now this story comes little differently. Somewhere it is said, Sita ji said, yeah, so many trees are there, so many fruits are there, go eat. Some places it is said that Sita ji says, don't eat anything from here. There are markets and fruits are there, you go and eat there. In some Ramayana it is said that she says, don't eat anything on the tree. Whatever is fallen down, that you eat. So Hanumanji shakes the tree and makes everything fall down and then eats. Monkeys do like that only. Have you ever seen monkey going and plucking? No, they shake the entire tree. So everything falls, then they eat. Here, Tulsidas Ji says beautiful. He says, when Hanumanji says that, can I eat some fruits? Sita Ji says, keep Bhagavan in your mind and eat. Hanumanji says, don't worry about what Rakshasas will do, etc. If your blessings are there, they won't be able to do anything to me. This is an indication to say that I actually don't want to eat. That's the whole point. See, he is not hungry. He has finished one task. Now he thinks, anyways I have come here. Let me see Ravana's strength. So when we go back in our meeting, etc., I can tell who is strong, what is strong, and which Rakshasa is how. So let me just test how strong these people are. And he remembered Trijata Swapna also. So he says, anyway, I have to reach up to that point, no? So the hunger is not of fruits. Hunger is to do more seva. That one main task is over, now he thinks that now anyways I have come this far, let me do some other thing also. And saying this, he takes Sita Ji's blessings, jumps on top of different trees, and in Valmiki Ramayana, elaborate description is there. It is said that he does not eat banana, he eats banana tree. So banana tree you must have seen in here also, we have so many, So bananas are hanging. It's not that he is taking the whole thing, he takes the entire tree and starts to eat. So he starts to destroy the entire garden. And naturally one monkey coming and destroying gardens, the guards, they come. And it is said he jumps on top of them. Doesn't kill them. He jumps on top of them. So they start to run here and there. They go to Ravana and say that, there was one monkey has come and please save, and he has destroyed all the garden. So Ravana sent some soldiers saying that, okay, you go and catch that monkey. The moment these soldiers come, Hanumanji kills all of them. Now the guards run back again to Ravana. Oh, those soldiers that you sent, all of them are dead. Now the Akshakumara is Ravana's son. He comes there with some of the soldiers with him. And Hanumanji kills him also. So one son of Ravana is already killed by Hanumanji before the battle starts. Now listening that Akshakumara is also dead, now Ravana thinks that I should only go. But his another son, Meghanad, is there. Meghanad. He used to make Nada sound like mega clouds. Thunder, like that he used to shout. It is said that when he was born, he cried also like that, as though some thundering has happened. That's why he was named Meghanad. And this Meghanada's another name is Indrajit, because he has won over Indra. Okay. Now he says, no, Maharaj, you don't go. It doesn't look nice that king of Lanka is going to catch one monkey. I will go and catch. And Indrajit comes there to fight, and he uses all his astra, shastra, all maya, everything. Nothing is working. And it is said that Hanumanji with one hand is fighting and with another hand is still eating. Just to show that nothing, why is a child's play for me? Now Meghanad becomes very angry and he says that now I should use Brahmastra. Now actually, Hanumanji has got blessings of Brahmaji only, saying that Brahmastra will not work on you. So actually if he wants, he can just catch that Brahmastra and destroy. But he thinks that, why to disrespect Brahmastra? People will start to think that Brahmastra is nothing. So to give respect to Brahmastra, he falls for that Brahmastra and faints on the ground. And the moment Meghanada sees that Hanuman has fainted, he puts, that Nagastra to tie him, that Nagastra. He is his favorite, Meghanada's favorite. You will see later on in the Yuddha also. He ties. Now, actually speaking, Meghanada has already disrespected Brahmastra. Imagine, after Brahmastra, he has used Nagastra. But that is how Hanumanji is. He makes Meghanada do all these nonsense things. He ties and he starts to take. Now, when Hanumanji is tied, somebody gets doubt. Who is that? We will see tomorrow. Nice things are happening, but Hanumanji gets tied. Therefore, somebody gets doubt. Who is that? We will see. Now, when we sing this Veera Maruti, please sing with that thought in mind, what each word means. We have seen yesterday and today's session what that each word means. Okay? Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti.
Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti.
Veera Maruti, Ati Dhira Maruti.
Veera Maruti, Ati Dhira Maruti.
Gita Maruti, Sangita Maruti.
Gita Maruti, Sangita Maruti.
Duta Maruti, Rama Duta Maruti.
Duta Maruti, Rama Duta Maruti.
Bhakta Maruti, Parama Bhakta Maruti.
Bhakta Maruti, Parama Bhakta Maruti.
Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti.
Veera Maruti, Gambhira Maruti.
Gambhira Maruti.
Gambhira Maruti.
Gambhira Maruti.
Gambhira Maruti.
सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय।
पवन सुत हनुमान की
जय।
उमापति महादेव की
जय।
बोलो भाई सब संतन की
जय।
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।